He was in the middle of a blue world. As far as the eye could see, a sheet of water reached into the distance. The May sun shimmered on its surface. High above stretched a clear blue sky, so glossy and vivid that it looked like it might spill down to earth at any moment. The straight line of the horizon stretched into the distance, dividing the sea from the heavens. Whoa, this place is beautiful. A lone seagull traced a gentle arc in the sky as the wind carried it away. The wind, full of the smell of the ocean, blew by him gently. Among the din of people around him, the merry sound of children's voices echoed brighter than the sunlight pouring down. It's so peaceful. It was like being inside a dream. "10 miles from M Island, Komagahara Archipelago, Tokyo. The man-made island of Insel Knoll rose above the waves. It seemed like a place removed from reality. On the dock, a slab of rock bore the words, 'Where is heaven?' above the sky and at your feet. Leaning out over the railing of the island, he gazed into the ocean depths. In the blue distance, he saw a massive metallic structure swaying gently. It's like some kind of utopia. He looked back casually. Behind him was some kind of raccoon dog. His eyes met the animals. For a moment, they stared each other down in silence. Hello? The animal turned away, ignoring him. Upon closer inspection, he noticed something biting the animal from behind. It was a young girl. A closer look revealed that there was something strange about her as well. Namely, a small animal attached to the girl's backside. The scene was enough to make him lose his sense of reality. He rubbed his eyes, rubbed them some more, then opened his eyes again. Even after blinking several times, the bizarre scene refused to go away.
Hey, would you do something about this kid?
But the words didn't reach his mind, because it was so busy trying to process the absurd scene. I must be dreaming, right? A dream. A dream that would not let him wake up. And whiteness. A cold white reality that stretched on forever. He felt the difference in temperature on his skin. The shock of it finally forced him to open his eyes. He wondered how long he had been sitting. It couldn't have been long. He had only been at the park an hour. He'd been sitting on the bench the whole time, eating the same ice cream. It's cold. Of course it was. It had melted into a muddy mess. The melted vanilla ice cream trickled onto his hand, spilling on his lap. Whoa! That's cold. The ice cream had slowly soaked into the fabric of his pants. Its coldness had spread, completely soaking into his skin. He had been sitting there a while. He had been sitting so long. But the person he was waiting for hadn't come. There was no sign that she would. What? Why not? He didn't know. Why am I here? He felt like he was teetering on the verge of utter confusion. Oh well. It didn't seem his pants would dry anytime soon.
Hey, are you okay?
A girl sat down next to him. She was sporting the theme park uniform. a white outfit with a bluish ribbon. She looked like a guide.
You lost?
A beaming, innocent smile appeared on her shining face.
Did you get separated from your friends or something?
Yeah. I've been waiting. Well, I was waiting.
Oh. You were waiting for me.
No? He was flustered as her greeting face peered into his. I was told to wait here, so...
I see. Doesn't look like anyone's coming, though.
She gave him a sideways glance.
Poor baby. Looks like you've been stood up. Hey, I know!
Her face suddenly lit up and she clapped her hands together.
How about I give you a tour of the Mew?
She tugged at his arm. Without waiting for his reply, she made him stand. But I'm waiting for someone.
Oh yeah? Who?
Who was it? He couldn't think of the name.
You can sit around here by yourself if you want, but I think you'd have far more fun with me. If this mystery someone hasn't shown up by now, don't you think you've probably waited long enough? So, what do you say? How about it?
Alright. The girl's name tag glittered brightly against the white fabric of her uniform. Why... oh... you?
Yep, I'm you.
Huh? I'm... you?
My name's Yu Tanaka. My real name is much longer, though. Like, endlessly long.
Really?
Yeah, it's such a pain. Seriously, just call me Yu. Nice to meet you.
With that, she enthusiastically stuck out her hand. Nice to meet you too. Without thinking, he shook her hand and before he knew it, he'd been sucked into her rhythm.
So, shall we go?
Having let go of hers with some reluctance, he looked down at the hand that had connected them only moments before. The vanilla ice cream that had spilled on it had completely melted away. Huh? He noticed that the two raccoon things had formed a line and were proceeding forward. In front of them was a massive gate that was sealed shut. The gate swung open soundlessly. The two beasts went inside, closely followed by the strange little girl. Finally, my turn. He followed them to Les Mu's visitor's entrance. At the gate, several park employees were handing out what looked like earphones. It seemed that these were to be used at some point up ahead. Wondering why, he entered the building. There were no windows upon the curved polished walls. He looked around. Many other visitors he had been waiting in line with headed inside. Among them were friends, amorous couples, people with their families. By the look of it, the raccoon family were going their separate ways. The biggest of them shoved its way through the crowd and left through the door on the side of the room. The young girl stayed close by with the little one. I can't believe the others weren't here to see that. Just where the heck are they anyway? He didn't see any familiar faces around. He figured maybe his friends had already taken the far elevator downstairs. Just 20 minutes earlier, the visitor room had reached capacity. The others had gone ahead, leaving him behind to go down with the next group. I'm sure I'll find everyone down below soon enough. The gate to the entrance slipped shut quietly. The big raccoon fiddled with something on the wall, and the room got a shade darker.
Hello, everyone.
A park employee emerged out of the darkness. He wondered where she had come from. Beneath the dim light, she seemed so ethereal, like a character from a dream.
What? No reaction, folks. Let me try that again. Hello. Hello!
It was a little girl from before. The one who, just a little while ago, had been attached to the rear end of a large raccoon.
Oh, I found a girl with some energy. What's your name? I'm Coco Yagami, and this is my pet dog, Pee-Pee.
It's a dog? I thought they didn't let pets in here.
So, Coco, how many times have you been to Lemieux? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my first time.
Aren't you a funny girl?
People keep saying that. You want me to do something even funnier?
Like what?
My friend told me this great joke the other day. Want to hear it?
Oh, maybe another time. I'm afraid I can't right now.
Why not?
Because right now I need to tell everyone something very important.
Oh, okay then. But it's really funny. That's too bad, huh, BB?
Once again, on behalf of the Lemieux Marine Theme Park, I'd like to thank you very much for coming. I'm about to give you a brief explanation about the park and tell you a few things to watch out for.
Oh, who cares? Hurry up and let us inside already!
I would love to take everyone inside, but I'm afraid I must ask that you wait just a little longer while we raise the air pressure. It'll only take 17 minutes, so please just bear with me for that long. While we wait, I will explain something about this room. It's called a compression chamber. Starting from now, the air pressure in here is going to rise to 6 atmospheres. I will explain the importance of this in a moment, but before that, there are a few things you should be aware of. As the air pressure rises, you may start to feel a strange sensation in your ears, like when you're in an aeroplane or descending a mountain. It's because the increased air pressure is pressing on your eardrums. So if you think your ears feel a bit strange, pinch your nose with your fingers, close your mouth tight, and try to pop your ears. If that doesn't get your ears back to normal, or if you don't feel well, please raise your hand and let me know. In the event that this happens, we will immediately stop increasing the air pressure. Is there anyone here who doesn't know how to pop their ears? Is everything clear then? Alright then, we'll initiate the rise in air pressure. As I said before, the time required to increase the pressure is 17 minutes. During that time, I will explain to everyone about the structure of Lemieux. As you all know, Lemieux is floating in the ocean at a depth of between 17 and 34 meters. If you look at this chart, you'll see that the structure is divided into 4 layers. Starting from the top, these are called Insel Null, Erster Boden, Zweiter Stock and Dritter Stock. In terms of a normal building, you might think of it as a structure with the ground floor extending down to a 3-story basement. Our current location, Insel Null, is a floating island. It's an immense man-made island floating on the ocean. In German, Insel means island and Null means 0. In other words, this is floor 0, or the ground floor. Below that...
Hey, you! Hey, I'm talking to you!
As he was listening to the explanation, someone pulled on him from behind. He turned and it was that little girl. What was her name again?
Hey, you want to hear my joke, don't you?
Oh yeah, it was Coco and Pepe, or Popo, or something.
Hey!
Huh? What?
That joke I was talking about! You want to hear it, right?